the suffering of innocence in the realm below is a cruise missile into the realm above. It's important to understand because your worst nightmares are true. That's what I've come to understand. Brutality in this world is beyond the reckoning of a wicked man, even. It goes far beyond it. Reach for bigger things. Let me just put it that way. And you just consider things in a spiritual sense or a religious sense or whatever, but you're better off looking at it like that instead of just being wrecked and making wrecked choices. You're better off going reaching for those things. But it's all like within. There are factors without, of course. There's a lot of sabotage and a lot of things that are hard to deal with, but if you're not good at dealing with things, is that something that needs to be addressed first? You find that things perhaps you carry them, perhaps they follow you. It's like the things that followed Morden from Babylon 5. They were invisible, and he was always surrounded by this team of handlers that would coordinate his actions and some of his speech. And you can liken that to the lifestyle of the wrecked, where these things that you give energy to, or that they take energy from you, they're not just patterns of behavior. They're not just bad choices. They are intelligent entities. These things that stop you from succeeding in life are ancient and intelligent. And you could just, like demons, how they have their principalities, they have they're like superheroes, they deal with envy or pride, you know what I'm saying? You can break it up like that if you'd like, but it seems like why I'm saying this and why I say that it seems like a real thing, because clearly the human attention or human emotions, whether they be good or bad, and why atrocity happens in this world at all, is because it either attracts spirits or attracts demons, or it is some sort of an amplifier for intention with prayer or ritual. One or the other, or one and the same. So if these things, they have I guess you could say as above, so below. But the power, the electrical power, or the spiritual power or capabilities of human beings is definitely bioluminescent in ways that you do not have the capability of understanding, because it's been locked from you or taken from you. Has an effect of manifestation in ways that are difficult to explain. Clearly, these loud emotions are eaten by these things that are beyond the third dimension, I guess you could say. It could be hat men, could be the jesters, the machine elves. I don't know, but there's something that is the supra-natural that you really can't see, but it's how you feel and what you do. It has an effect on that realm, and if you are wrecked, and if you are really amplifying misery and despair and this and that, it's going to attract bad attention to you in ways that maybe you're not ready to understand, because there's no other explanation for why for the body harvest that you experience in this world. It doesn't happen for nothing. It doesn't happen for material reasons. The glue that is required to keep a machine together, and the suffering or whatever that is required to lubricate it and to power it, the instruction or the technology to alter it does not come from the third dimension itself. It comes from some other deceptions. There are concerns that are beyond your sphere of knowledge, but they are not beyond your sphere of influence. You're told that you're nothing, of course, by the scientists in this world, who are a caste in a religion. There is a priest class also, but the scientist caste is no less a religion. They're only competing religions. But now these days, it's a team. And they say, the people that create the mythology of this world, the cosmogony of this world, to understand being bereft of a birthright or of roots is beyond the imagination of the average person. It's stricken from history, the implications of being bereft of those things. But these things are not, this machine does not run. It cannot run in the material realm only. The instruction for annihilation comes from beyond. It's not regular malice from wicked men. It's not that. It goes beyond that. How else do you explain life being this twisted? I'm just speaking in relation to all the fellow inmates in here with me. Because there's nothing about this world that is not prison-esque. Nothing. And a system required to put a planet, if you want to call it that, if a system required to put a realm on lockdown is a technology that can only come from hell. The brutality in this world is beyond the reckoning of a wicked man, even. The principalities and the I don't even want to say it, because now it's like a buzzword now, spiritual warfare. Everyone caught up after 7 years. Everyone caught up after 5 years. Look, I never said I was going to spearhead conspiracies or spearhead these philosophies. I never signed up for that. We did it the way we did it. The intelligence and the brutality required to put an entire realm on lockdown is significant. You got to understand how significant it is, considering how powerful people are in numbers. Not individually. That's why everyone's individual. That's why there's no men's clubs or all that stuff. That sacred spaces have been eliminated. We all know that, don't we? Especially for men. It is what it is. Of course, your life's going to be harder being a man. It is what it is. Where are the elders? Where are the sacred spaces? Where are the elders? Where are the mentors? Who are they? Who are they? They're gone. They're all grifters. What else? What other kind of word? What else? What other? Anyone have a better word? You just let me know. Flim flam men? Con men? I have no idea. But where are they? Well, they were all gone before you were even born. That's where they are. But you know what happens without those things? I'll tell you what happens. You're living it right now. You get controlled. You lead the opposition in order to control it. You know how it is. This is no secret to everybody now after all these years. Everybody is very, very, like these, even the most hardcore conspiracies are pretty, pretty out there for most people to get sucked off by. There are still a few things that people don't really understand on a mass scale, but I'll say it again. I don't spearhead those things. These intense things. They have an impact in the spiritual realm. Every atrocity on this world happens all the time. Things that are so dark, beyond, it's beyond tolerance. It's beyond you. It's not incomprehensible. It's intolerable. The sleeping limbs of a fever dream. The intolerable spiritual pins and needles. Intolerable damage. All the damage in the universe. Whacking you. With even the knowledge of atrocity. These things that happen, atrocity beyond your imagination, happens in this world for magical purposes. Like we were saying a little bit before, some sort of a manifestation, a group prayer, group ritual, group meditation. These things, they amplify each other. I'm not Mr. Magician here. I can't explain it to you, but I mean, atrocity on earth is a war on heaven, is what I'm trying to say. The suffering of innocence in the realm below is a cruise missile into the realm above. It's like a goading. It's like a bomb. It's a deception, because you can use the machine in bad ways. The technology and the machine of this realm, and the power you have, being a child of, I don't know. I mean, a child of what? What, a son of Adam, a daughter of Eve, or a son of the Cabbage Patch, a daughter of the orphan train? I have no idea. That's speculation, and I guess just fantasy contemplation. You don't try to arrive at the truth through worldly means, because the entirety of this world has been corrupted and subverted and inverted. Of course, everyone knows this. Everyone here knows this. This is not a secret anymore, especially. This place is a machine. This place is a dead machine. It just is. It's conquered and occupied. It's a dead machine. Conquered and occupied by something beyond its rulers. The rulers are deceived as well. Everyone knows this by now, don't they? These days. Because it's just so hardcore. And, I mean, I have an eye for damage. And I have a chaos engine. So I know how chaos would be created in this world to be annihilated. I just know how these things are. I know applied chaos very well. It is what it is. And all I see is its application. That's all I see. What you think about, it makes it bigger. What you worry about, it makes it bigger. What you, your vision of where you want your life to be, whatever. You think about those things, it makes it bigger. It makes it come towards you. You think about the opposite, it pushes it away. It's